This is the Revolutionary News, produced on Friday, August 15th, 1775. I'm Anson Ingram, at the anchor desk in Philadelphia, and, with Allison Ingersoll in our New York bureau, we bring you news from across the colonies. Follow the revolution each week, exactly 250 years after the events occur.
Good evening, Anson. This is day 118 since the first shots were fired at Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts.
Thanks, Allison. The Second Continental Congress has been adjourned for 2 weeks now, but there is plenty of news around the colonies. Let's get into it. We start with breaking news about a daring raid on a gunpowder magazine last night on the British-controlled island of Bermuda. The Continental Army is in desperate need of gunpowder, so the success of this operation will be welcome news to General Washington. Sources tell us that the mastermind of the raid was Colonel Henry Tucker, a prominent Bermudian merchant, politician, and militia officer. Concerned that the trade embargo imposed by the colonists risked the starvation of the island's inhabitants, and knowing that the Bermuda governor would object, Tucker surreptitiously collaborated with the Second Continental Congress, particularly Benjamin Franklin, to trade gunpowder for food and other exemptions to the embargo. An untold number of locals, sympathetic to the Patriot cause, carried over 100 barrels, each weighing about 25 pounds, through the night to the awaiting sloop, the Lady Catherine, bound for Philadelphia. Ironically, General Washington had written Rhode Island Governor Nicholas Cook on August 4th to organize a raid on the very same target, a plot that has been rendered redundant. Over to you, Allison.
For our second story, August 11th marked the first amphibious assault by the Continental Army. 64-year-old Brigadier General David Wooster of Connecticut dispatched 120 soldiers to Plum Island, located off the Connecticut coast just east of the North Fork of Long Island. Wooster sought to disrupt the extraction of livestock for transport by the British military to Boston. The Patriot soldiers prudently retreated to Long Island after firing a single return volley to evade an approaching British warship. No casualties were reported. The British Navy is at the center of our third story. On August 9th, the HMS Falcon, under the command of Captain John Lindsay, led 2 captured Colonial schooners into Gloucester Harbor, Massachusetts. Local militia fired on the Falcon's crew, causing them to flee the harbor. Days earlier, about 50 sailors, dispatched by the Falcon, were repelled by a half-dozen locals, armed with rifles. Local militia are effective thorns in the sides of the British Navy, but the events underscore the need for a continental navy.
Our last story takes us to Tryon County, in the North Carolina colony. In an expression of muscular resolve to resist British oppression with force if necessary, 49 so-called subscribers of this association signed a Declaration of Right and Independence of British Tyranny. Inspired by growing outrage within the colonies, the document stopped short of calling for independence from Great Britain. So, there you have it. The news of the week ended August 15th, 1775. Tune in next Friday, subscribe for free to this YouTube channel, and follow The Revolution. Good evening from Philadelphia, Allison.
Thanks, Anson, and good evening from New York. Viewers, please write your comments in the space below, and we'll do our best to respond. See you next Friday.